Alright, so everything's looking pretty good back on Vanna White here. I just got to pull this crap off one more time, and I want to replace that that clamp on the radiator hose. I just don't trust the clamp. I gave it a couple extra turns, a little too tight, and we'll pull it off and swap it out. And then I found a trolling motor, a 70-pound 52-inch shaft. What I wanted to, what do you call them? Damn thing, pontoon trolling motor. Yeah, I'm gonna run and pick that up. $100. Said it didn't want to go in high gear, but that should be an easy switch fix. All right, baby, there she is, 70-pound thrust, 52-inch shaft. I think it's 52. Better be. And got the mount. Can't beat that for $100. He said it was the third or fourth one he's had that did the same thing. High speed, didn't want to frickin' work, you know, just after a while. I'll tear it apart, order a new switch, and figure it out. Now, how in the hell do I get out of here? So I'm about to jump up on I-4. Had to be the final test on the heat, overheating situation. Should be okay. So I'm running like 65, temp is staying good. Go test out my new trolling motor. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, baby, running cool, didn't miss a beat. You know, parts, gas, coolant, right around $400. Running cool, priceless. Alright, let's get on this damn trolling motor, baby. So here's the freaking problem. It runs on all 5 forward gears, but I'm not getting anything out of it in reverse. I thought I did, but I wasn't 100% sure. Like, it's in first and reverse right now. And click it back up into neutral. And click it back up all the way up to number 5. And all it takes is little kick to get it going. And it sounds great. This needs to be oiled up, greased up. But I'm not getting any reverse. And my battery's staying at 25 volts with the 2 bats hooked up. So I'm gonna pull that switch out of the old just for testing. I don't think it's gonna permanently fit out of this old dude right here. I'm surprised I don't have another switch laying around somewhere. But I'll pull that one out and see what happens. Same color codes, I think. White and yellow, red, black. Some of them are blue and white. Some of them are blue and yellow. Depends on who makes them. Anyway, the guy's like, oh yeah, it's like brand new, I never used it. But yet, you can see, you know, the red is all faded out. This thing's all faded out. So, sat on the boat for a while, that's for sure. So there's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then this thing gets kind of stuck. One more click. So when you hit 1, it's really in neutral the way the handle is. So there's neutral. So 1, it's not starting because it needs a kick. 3, 4, 5. Kick it. 4, 3, 2, 1. I see something's getting stuck, like the handle's not going all the way. And click it one more time. and it's still running. So this needs to be clicked to there for it to stop. Then reverse. 1, 2, 3. Nothing is happening. So let me pull that other switch out and see if it makes any kind of difference, and then I'll know if it's the motor or the switch. Probably the switch. And these switches, you know, these things are all closed up. I don't know how anything can get in there and corrode it, but we'll figure it out. So here's reverse. 1, 2 on this thing. And then forward, there's neutral. And it's all working. I don't have to kick it. Aha, I lied. Alright, there's high. Yeah, you can hear it spinning pretty quick. And then you come down 4. You see how slow it gets? And then number 3, same thing. Then number 2 speeds up. Number 2 is like number 4. And then number 1, same thing, nothing. So I think if I swap my yellow and white, it will work. Let's try, let's see. I should probably disconnect the ground first. Oh, I don't pop anything. Oh. See, it kicked, but it stopped by itself. Okay, that's high. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the way it goes, swapping the wire. I might be able to pull this handle off and use that switch. It's a little, this one's bigger. Anyway, everything works. Let me find out about this switch, how much it costs. Well, it does fit. It fits, but will it work? See the difference though? This one's longer, but it might work. Alright, let's see if I can get it mounted. And I'll have to pull that prop off. That prop could be full of fishing line. Pull the prop off, grease it up, check it all out. Let's see if I can get this thing mounted. If I can get one of these real fast, boom. Let's see. And if they're not gonna bust the bank on me here, I'm spent for this freaking month. Well, I couldn't get it to fit. Well, actually I did get it to fit. It just won't, you know, it doesn't stay, it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, blah, blah, blah. You can't get it all the way up to high gear because it's rocking back and forth in there. You know, I could probably get zip ties and crap ties and, you know, go stupid on it, but instead I ordered one under 18 bucks on eBay. Be here Friday. So meanwhile I have time to pull the motor apart, clean it, grease it up, whatever it needs, and get everything ready for the weekend, batteries and everything, and should be good to go. I got a great idea for this old one, because I'm not putting this thing back together. Somebody wants to buy that motor, they can have it for 20 bucks, 55 pound thrust. 20 bucks, take it out of here. I'm gonna hook this puppy up to my fan in the van. All I got is 1 speed on that thing. A couple weeks ago I hit a bump and the high speed came on. I've done everything I could do, I've replaced everything I could replace, and I'm still not getting any but 1 speed now. I'll put this puppy in there, I'll have 5 speeds in reverse. Hee 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 hee. So I just pulled the prop off, and these 2 bolts were loose. I got, you know, like 2 turns on this one and half a turn on that one. Haven't touched them again yet. But I'm like, what's up with that? I mean, it looks great in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it apart and see what's going on inside. Well, that one looks good. There's no sign of corrosion or anything on there. Let's pull that other one out and see. That one looks fine too. It looks pretty good in there, except for right there. A little bit of rusty, little tiny droplets. It's like over there and over there. This side looks fine. The seal looks good. Damn it! Something looks funky. This one brush over here. What is that on there? It looks like right there. Is that melted or what? Oh, I hardly ever used it. That's what they all say. I don't know if you can see this. It's too dark in there or what. You see where the wire is on the brush on the back of this one? Then the wire on this one is on the brush in the front. And this thing looks like it's all melted or something. Try to get a little light on it. What the hell is going on there, right? And the brushes aren't moving. There's springs. See them big springs on the sides? They should be pushing inward up against the armature thingy, whatever the hell you call it. They're not going anywhere. Why? What is happening here? This is why it's not running. It's not because of the switch, I don't think. This needs to be turned around. It's at the very end. This one doesn't move at all. And it's going to be a major pain in the ass getting this thing back together. Damn, man. Look at that screw. Look at that screw. It's not even all the way in. Somebody replaced the brushes in this thing, did a half-ass freaking job. God bless America. Alright, figure this one out. So that's what's happening. See how it's all melted up? These brushes aren't moving, they're not going anywhere to clean all that melted crap off. Unbelievable. I got the things out, but this is shot. You can see this side here came out pretty good, but it still doesn't even want to push the brush up. And then this side was just too far gone. It's all melted on the inside. So I bought another one, 25 bucks, which I'm still in the good. You know, I was about to spend $300 on a different trolling motor. It had no mount at all. Wasn't exactly sure what the length was. The guy said 60 inches, but I don't think it was 60. It didn't look like 60 in the picture because it was sitting on a 47.5-inch workbench that they sell at Home Depot. I said that workbench is only 4 feet. Anyway, so I'm still good. New switch, new brushes coming in. Plus they make a whole update kit for this. And the 70-pound, and this is probably the reason why. The new brushes, the new holders I should say, are like brass instead of this plastic crap. And different armature. And I'm sure this thing's still good or it wouldn't have kicked over the way it did. I'll try to polish this up a little bit. But, you know, I want to stay as cheap as I can, just like with any other freaking parts motor I buy. Get it up and running, get it done cheap. Now, I almost bought the kit. New armature, new style brushes and plate, and you know. And I said, well, let me get this thing up and running, you know, get a summer out of it at least. You know, we're just replacing this and the switch, which I may not even needed that switch. But I'm thrilled to death I got it. and I'm at still under $1.50. Can't buy this thing for that cheap, and even these damn mounts aren't cheap. So I'm still doing good. Like I said, it gave me time to clean everything up, figure out what I'm going to do about, where I'm going to put this mount, blah blah blah, get my batteries swapped around, charged up, everything I need to do. I hope this thing will fit in that battery box I got. And I've got to get the terminals that have the wing nuts on them, and I'll be good to go, thrilled to death. And it comes with new seals. Everything should be here by the weekend, and I should have everything ready to go. All I have to do, put it together, mount it. Still thrilled to death. Glad I took this thing apart today. Didn't wait. Typical. Never assume anything with any of this crap. And look at that. That got melted right there. Wires got a little green on it. One thing too, what they do with these stupid trolling motors, there's no, they use a sticker to put the model number and serial number. Now once that sticker comes off, you don't know what you got. You don't know what year, what day, The core on this one is a core 119. After 2018, they came up with the newer style, the core 128, which is the armature plate, or armature, I should say. So this thing's got to be at least 2018 model. And then later on, like I said, I'll buy the kit. A couple $100 for a nice trolling motor. I don't care. That's cheap these days, man. You can't get a friggin' decent trolling motor cheap anymore unless you do it like this. That's how I do it. You knows me, baby. Alright, I gotta clean up. The day's about gone. Didn't know I was gonna be doing this all day. Thought I was gonna get home, test fire it, and take the boat out. Oh man, it's freaking whitecaps again. Damn, man, where's all this wind coming from? I don't know if you can see them from here. But there are whitecaps out there. I hate going out there when it's like that. You got one side of the lake that's worth a damn, and this lake ain't that friggin' big.
Oh yeah, baby. You know the channel. Don't forget to subscribe.